Hi, and welcome back to the channel, everybody. Here at Shocker Reacts, we love to analyze and react to amazing musical artists and their performances. Today, we're going to be looking at a song by Evanescence entitled Bring Me to Life. However, this is going to be performed by a metal male vocalist by the name of Dan Vasc. Super excited to see what his take on this song is, and can't wait to see what he's got for us. With that being said, let's get into it.
How can you see into my eyes like open doors, leading you down to my core, where I've become so numb without a soul. My spirit's sleeping somewhere cold until you find there and lead back home. Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the door. Wake me up. In my blood to run. Wake up before I come undone. Save me from the nothing I become. Know that
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking.
you can just leave me, breathe into me and make me real, bring me to life.
Okay, before we get into the really big hit, guys, man, there's so many cool things that are going on right now. The biggest thing that really sticks out to me is his face. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean the way that he is shaping his face, especially his mouth, and the way that he's getting certain sounds to come out of his mouth. Like literally at one point when he was saying, I think it was me, like I couldn't help it. Like he had such this wide, tall, deep grin going on with his face to get that effect, and you can even see really clearly his tongue just way, way, way back in his mouth. Like you don't get a sound like that, like he's achieving, without doing some really serious mouth shaping that he's got going on here. Absolutely phenomenal. One thing I wanted to point out real quick, we'll come back here to this moment in time in a second. One of the things that he does so well is he makes musical phrases, folks. So one of the reasons that we love the music that some of these musicians do and why we're so moved by them is because they're able to just put this extra little something into it. And we hear it in some of this at the beginning here, where he really crescendos through phrases. He adds more intense vibrato as he gets through the phrase. And then sometimes we'll just add some little effect to it, whether it be a little growl, that kind of thing. And it just adds such a nice level of nuance to it and really intrigues our ear. You can hear it very much here at the beginning part in particular.
How can you see into my eyes like open doors?
Right there. That part, doors. You can really hear it there. Again, he's using his mouth to shape all of this stuff, folks, to put complexity into it. It's really cool.
How can you see into my eyes like open doors?
That little growl that he has there, it's so cool. There's many, many, many other instances of way more extreme things that he's doing with his mouth. But in particular, that's just a really subtle instance that really piqued my interest there. We're going to go ahead and pick up where we left off at, and we'll get more into some of his high register stuff here as we continue. My gosh, it sounds amazing.
Before I come undone.
again, side note, this might be my favorite register for him. He's got such an amazing amount of things he can do with his voice. This might be my favorite part of his vocal repertoire, as we'll call it here. Right here, so much power. Love his tone. So we talked about how the shaping of his mouth and everything, and you keep seeing me do it. I can't not do it. Like, as a teacher, when you model things to kids, especially in music, you have to model it for them. You can't just tell them how to do it in music. You have to model it to them. And especially with vocal, it's so hard to explain via words what you need to do and how to make things work. And you have to do little visual imagery things. Like we talk about, like pulling a string up from the back of your head, things like that, or shooting the air out through your nostrils. As weird as some of these things might sound, it's what helps you to place, is what we call it, place that sound within your face, within your mouth and such. And you see it happening so much here. He's doing such a good job of really placing that pitch. I almost imagine it like right between your eyeballs. And sometimes he's even getting it further back in there too, like especially when he's got that really crazy smile, almost like a devil smile, like that kind of a thing. It's so good. He's just doing such a good job of placing that sound. Let's go ahead and pick up and continue, folks. Wow. I don't know if you guys heard that. So it's one thing for him, especially in something like this, because he can do different takes of it and then layer it on top of each other. For him to go from a growl and then literally glissando, if you guys don't know what that means, it's like to basically scoop from one thing into the next. We do it all the time with trombone. He's basically glissandoing from that false vocal cord effect that he's got going on, the harsh vocals, if you will, up into his normal, power range head voice. That is cool. I don't know that I've ever heard anybody do that before. I've heard people switch quickly between the two. I don't know that I've ever heard someone literally gliss and do a gradual transition between the two. Listen to that. It's really cool, folks. Like, oh, it's so cool. It takes him a while to do it, but he eventually gets like way up into the upper register. Listen again, real quick here, right here. That's so cool. His tongue.
Hey, my friends, so glad to see you today. It's always fun to sing songs originally sung by females. Woo. And by the way, I do a lot of that in this channel. Here's a playlist with all my covers of male versions of female singers for you to check. Huge thank you to my patrons. You know that's because of them that I'm able to do music for a living. This is awesome. I hope to see you next time. Until then, my friends,
Love it, guys.
have yourselves an epic day.
Love it, love it, love it. Man, what an incredible singer. Like I said, guys, I think the biggest thing that sticks out to me with him is how he uses his mouth so well. And it's not just his mouth, to be clear. It's his entire head. It's the shaping of everything. How well he's able to shape all of that in order to get all of these incredible different sounds. It's honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a vocalist with that kind of clarity in the shaping of their vocals like that. It's really, really cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed what you saw today. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you guys checked out our next video coming right up.